historic landmark. They've added a partition wall separating the saloon from the rest of the building, and they've converted all the lights in here to electricity, but otherwise the building remains as original as possible. We're standing on the same floor as the Dock Holiday and the Earps walked on in the 1880s. The Birdcage was built as a theater, saloon, gambling hall, and house of ill repute, all under the same roof. There are 14 birdcage cribs upstairs, 7 on each side of this bridge we call the catwalk. Ladies would be up on that bridge, catch the eye of a gentleman on the floor, and take him up the narrow staircase to be entertained. We were only open 8.5 years, but those top few steps were worn down to the thickness of a silver dollar. On either side of the catwalk, there are show bills hanging from the last act to perform here in 1889, the Human Fly. Those ladies started out on their trapeze doing tricks and flips, and then for the grand finale, they walked around on the ceiling like flies. It was a very popular act at the Birdcage because when those feet went north, those skirts headed south. Right over here is our original cherrywood bar. The diamond dust mirrors came from Paris, France. Our bar was built in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but when it was finished, the railroad said they couldn't take it on as free because they couldn't insure the diamond dust mirrors. So we opened with a makeshift bar. This one was put on the Star of India, sailed around the Horn of South America to the port of Plymouth, Mexico, and from there it came by wagon train. It was put in place right here where you see it for the grand opening on December 26, 1881. There were 16 gunfights in here. 26 people died. We have about 140 bullet holes throughout the building. There's a 45 caliber slug visible with a flashlight down here in the front of the bar. Straight up in the ceiling from that one, there's a 32. We have a 45 ricochet on the show bill frame, and we have a 44 caliber slug in the green wall to the right of Fatima. She danced here in 1881, bringing the art of belly dance to the United States. Only they didn't call it belly dancing in the 1880s. They called it the shimmy and shake or the hoochie coochie. She sent that portrait to us in 1882. It's been hanging in here ever since. Look closely and you'll see a knife slash in her skirt right below her knees. It looks like she's got a second belly button too, but the bottom one is a bullet hole, one of 6 in her canvas. And 6 must have been her lucky number, because when you count the toes on her foot, you're going to count 6 of them. This room is just a small part of the building, folks, behind the partition wall. We have a whole lot more to see. You can see the gambling hall, where Doc Holiday dealt Pharaoh. That table is sitting in its original spot in the wings. The blackjack and dice tables sit on the floor too, and the grand piano sits in front of the hand-painted stage. On our stage, you can see photographs of some of the men and women that perform here. You can also see a full-sized horse-drawn hearse called the Black Mariah. She served our town for 36 years, carrying bodies to Boothville and the city cemetery. One of 8 made by Cunningham Coach Works in Rochester, New York, trimmed in 24-karat gold and sterling silver. The Black Mariah was purchased by Watt and Tarble Undertakers for $8,000 in 1881, and they said she ate a cowboy for breakfast every day. Today, the Black Mariah is the last of the 8 made known to exist, and she's worth about $2 million, making her one of Tombstone's most valuable antiques. Downstairs, you can see the poker pit, where the West's longest running poker game took place. 8 years, 5 months, 3 days around the clock. That Masters was Diamond, Jim Brady, Adolphus Bush, and George Hurst all met here 4 times a year to play together at that table. Our wine cellar has bottles and barrels in it left over from the 1880s, and the 2 Bordello bedrooms are fully furnished because they thought the women would come back when the mines reopened, but nobody reopened the mines. Those are just a few of the highlights you'll see throughout this gorgeous building. We offer self-guided tours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. We also offer nightly guided ghost tours of the building. If you're into the paranormal, don't hesitate to ask about those. Otherwise, if you'd like to go in the back on a self-guided tour to see what life was like in the 1880s, don't miss your chance. Step up to the bar and starts through. It's $15 each for adults. Seniors, 60 and older. Kids, 8 to 18 and military are $14 each. And the family package covers 2 adults and all the kids 8 to 18 for $45 plus tax. Thanks for listening. I hope you're enjoying your stay in Tombstone.